Well, Minister Shafri, welcome to the Pentagon. It's an honor to have you. It's an honor to host your team as well.
Indonesia's defense chief flew to Washington on April 13th to sign an important defense deal with the U.S.
We are announcing today that our two countries are elevating our security partnership to a major defense cooperation partnership.
Amid warming military ties with Washington, there's growing domestic unease in Indonesia. A leaked report revealed a plan to grant the U.S. sweeping overflight access to Indonesian airspace. The proposal reportedly emerged following a meeting in February between Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto and his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump.
Look at that man. Look how tough he is. You think
It immediately drew heavy domestic backlash.
We're doomed. U.S. seeks blanket overflight access via Indonesia.
The government is slowly pawning off our sovereignty at a cheap price.
Blanket overflight rights are no trivial matter. Granting such access without parliamentary oversight or strict requirements poses a significant threat to our national air sovereignty.
We need to make this go viral immediately to halt their actions before it's too late.
In the proposed plan, the American could move its forces quickly through the Indonesian airspace, as there is no requirements for Jakarta's approval. Now, the Americans just need to notify the Indonesians, and subsequently, the Americans' military aircraft can access Indonesian airspace for military operations, to respond to crises, or to conduct a joint military exercise.
Critics warn the move could undermine Jakarta's long-standing policy of remaining non-aligned with global superpowers.
Some of the recent measures that the Prabowo administration have taken, it seems that he is going closer towards the Americans, and that will pose a challenge to the Indonesians' non-aligned policy. The proposed flight arrangement could be interpreted as a quid pro quo, where Indonesia grants expanded overflight access in exchange for greater U.S. defense support.
Indonesian officials have acknowledged the existence of the plan, but said the proposal is not final.
Terkait LOI-nya yang blanket overflight clearance, dapat kami sampaikan lagi, hal tersebut kan merupakan usulan dari pihak Amerika Serikat, Mbak Anissa, dan masih menjadi bagian dari pertimbangan internal pemerintah Indonesia. Dan mekanismenya, pengaturannya, dan berbagai detailnya masih perlu terus ditelaah secara hati-hati dengan pastinya menempatkan kepentingan nasional kita, kedaulatan wilayah udara kita, serta prinsip politik luar negeri bebas aktif kita sebagai landasan yang paling utama.
Divisions within Prabowo's cabinet emerged in early April. In a confidential letter, Indonesia's foreign ministry reportedly warned the defense ministry that granting unrestricted overflight rights risked entangling Jakarta in foreign conflicts.
I think these proposals will allow the Americans more access to Indonesian airspace without the Indonesians having a say on American military operations across in Indonesia's airspace. So that's something that actually might violate Indonesian sovereignty.
Untuk warna merah adalah pelanggaran yang dilakukan oleh pesawat udara militer terbanyak dilakukan oleh Amerika Serikat, tercatat sejumlah 18 kali pelanggaran.
The US military has a long track record of encroaching on Indonesian airspace. Between January 2024 and April 2025, the U.S. military conducted surveillance operations over the South China Sea on 18 occasions, according to Indonesia's foreign ministry.
A potential negative impact is that Indonesia's relations with neighboring states or China could come under pressure. I think these proposals will likely put Indonesia closer towards the Americans and will likely be interpreted as the Indonesia or Jakarta under the Prabowo administration abandoning its non-alignment, bebas and active foreign policy. So I think this is something that the Indonesian defense planner, policymaker have to consider carefully.
For its part, China issued this warning.
印尼方面也表示，将在尊重主权、互信互利基础上， 同各国开展防务合作。我们一贯认为，国家间的防务安全合作不应针对第三方或损害第三方的利益，不应影响地区和平稳定。
Prabowo is currently navigating a delicate diplomatic path between Washington and Beijing. As a young soldier in the 1980s, he underwent Special Forces training at Fort Bragg in the United States. Decades later, following Trump's election to a second term, Prabowo was quick to call and offer his congratulations.
I would like to congratulate you.
However, he has also maintained a close relationship with China. Early in his term, Prabowo traveled to Beijing to attend a Chinese military parade, a high-profile visit that took place even as Indonesia was gripped by deadly domestic protests.
If Jakarta reject this proposal, I do not think the Indonesia-US defense relations will be affected adversely, because that relations cover more than this issue. The reason is because of Indonesia's location. It is located geographically in a strategic position. It connects the Indian Oceans to the South China Sea and beyond. So Washington understands the critical positions that Indonesia has, and I think Washington understands that it must maintain good defense relations with Indonesia.